Do you like being a boss?
Of course. Why wouldn't I like being a boss? Yes, of course I like being the boss. When you make something this good, why wouldn't you want to be in charge of it, eh?
Who was your favourite out of Isabel, Tony and Thomas, and why?
Well, we can disregard one straight away, can't we? Definitely not Thomas. Isabel, I believe. She's a hard worker. She's not had the best time, I don't think, but she's a good grafter, and she gets done what needs to be done, and she's efficient, and this line of work is very important.
How do you feel about having to make a cull with your workers?
Well, it's tough times. It's got to be done, though. It's got to be done. I think that it does. It has to be done, and for the company to move forward as a whole, we've got to make sacrifices, you may say. I think that I worded it very well, calling it a cull, because, well, that's what you do. You cull certain parts to keep the species alive, to keep us moving forward. It's the best thing.
Do you always have a drink at work?
No, not always. But well, if I'm working as hard as I am now, then I don't see why I shouldn't be able to reward myself with a cheeky tipple now and then. Of course, it's not like I come in the morning and have a drink. I get work done, and then I have a drink. Work makes a reward. It's how all business should be run.
What's your bullying in the workplace policy?
But it's the same as every other company. So, if there's a problem, people go to HR and it gets sorted there. Obviously there's very little that I personally have to do with it. I've made sure that all of the correct procedure is in place, and that any instances of bullying are taken very seriously by the team. But no, I don't really get involved with that. It's below me, really. It's below me.
Have you ever been bullied?
No, of course not. But of course, people have said foul things to me in the past. But it doesn't mean that. No, it's not bullying. We've just got to. People are small-minded. You've just got to stand up to them, and then I often find that they go away.
Why did you let Thomas go? What do you think about him?
Thomas. He had to go, really. It's a miracle he stayed on as long as he did. His work ethic was good, but he couldn't work in a team at all. And this company is built on strong teams. I didn't get here today. Well, no, I did get here today by working hard on my own, but I have been part of teams. And Thomas, unfortunately, he could not be part of a team. And so, yes, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I'm sure Tom will be fine.
Had you already decided before the meeting who was going to be made redundant?
I had known that there was a problem in that team. I had known for a couple of weeks. It had been brought to my attention, and I simply reached out to the correct people who had eyes in that area, and I spoke to them about it. Yes, I had. But I don't. That's beside the point. He had to go eventually, and so the meeting was merely just a formality, just a formality.
Do you think you were a bit harsh on Thomas?
Bit harsh? No, of course not. No. Do you think I got to where I am today by being nice to people? No. You've got to just take the knocks and just get on with it. It's absolutely no, of course not. Too harsh. Come on.
Did you meet up with Tony and Isabel before this meeting?
No. Not met up with them. I discussed it with Isabel. I just wanted to give her the heads up beforehand because I didn't want her getting anxious at all about it. It was unnecessary for me to keep it a secret from her. I believe that she'd been doing an excellent job and she was all right. But no, it was just with Isabel. I didn't talk to Tony about it. No.
Do you ever feel that you aren't in control of your life?
I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. No. No, of course not. No.
What's your greatest fear?
It feels like a job interview now. Failure. I believe yes. That's the fear of every businessman, really. I think. I've had failures in the past, and they've led to some unfortunate incidents. However, you learn from failure. But I guess it's more than failure of the company. It's I don't know. I don't want to fail myself. Really, that's the most important thing. I don't want to. No. Are you quite finished? I've got a lot to do.
Yes, we are.
Thank you.